I'm here with my colleague and chair of the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission, Gladys Dutrell, to announce today as the opening of the 2021-2022 Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP season. LIHEAP is a critical program that provides assistance to renters and homeowners by helping eligible low-income individuals and families pay their heating bills. It's a federally funded program and is administered in Pennsylvania by DHS. It helps some of the Commonwealth's most vulnerable citizens: children, older Pennsylvanians, people with disabilities, and low-income families make ends meet and keep their homes safe through the winter. Nobody should ever have to worry that their heat will be shut off during the coldest and darkest months of the year. As winter approaches and we prepare to spend even more time indoors, these bills are only going to get more expensive. Additionally, we know that the pandemic and economic downturn have made it difficult for many to keep up with home energy bills. So today, I'm encouraging anyone who may need help or anyone who has loved ones and neighbors who could benefit from this program to apply for LIHEAP. LIHEAP looks a little different this year thanks to the availability of funds from the Federal American Rescue Plan Act. So I want to be sure that everyone is aware of these updates. First, the season is open longer. LIHEAP is typically available from November to April, but this year we're able to offer this benefit starting today and running through May 6th of 2022. That's essentially one extra month for households that need assistance with their heating bills to apply for the program. The American Rescue Plan funds have also made it possible for us to increase the grant amounts. This means that families will see an increase in the minimum LIHEAP cash grant from $200 to a minimum grant of $500, and an increase in the maximum cash grant from $1,000 to a maximum of $1,500. Those who need the LIHEAP Crisis Grant, the benefit for people who meet the poverty limits and are in jeopardy of having their heating utility service terminated, will see the maximum crisis grant increase from $600 to a maximum of $1,200. We're also able to provide supplemental grants to households that received LIHEAP in the 2020-2021 season. First, we issued a $200 supplement to all households that received a LIHEAP payment last year to help families start the fall with at least some fuel before the weather turns colder. We also provided supplemental grants of up to $250 to recipients who indicated they have a vulnerable member in their household, defined as having a family member that has a disability, is age 60 or older, or has a child under the age of 5. Additionally, DHS worked with participating utility companies to contact households that received LIHEAP last season, and still that utility was shut off or the household received a shut-off notice. Those households were eligible to receive additional assistance known as the Fall Utility File Transfer, or UFT, needed to resolve shut-off issues up to $1,200. Utilities participating in UFT have agreed that any households that received the Fall UFT supplement would remain connected through December 1st of 2021 when the PUC's winter moratorium begins. We want to ensure everybody has the necessary resources to stay warm this winter. No one should feel like they have to choose whether or not they should heat their home because they're worried about making ends meet. To be eligible for LIHEAP, you must meet the income limit of 150% of the federal poverty limit. For a family of 4, that's a gross income of $39,750 per year. For a single individual, that's roughly $19,000 a year. But you don't need to know your own eligibility in order to apply. DHS will take care of that part. Any Pennsylvanian who is having trouble paying home energy bills should apply and see if they qualify for extra help by visiting www.compass.state.pa.us. And those who prefer to submit paper applications can print from the website or request an application by phone at 1-800-692-7462 and mail it to their local county assistance office. LIHEAP is distributed directly to a household's utility company or home heating fuel provider in the form of a grant, so the individual or households do not have to repay assistance on their own. During the 2020-2021 LIHEAP season, almost 303,123 households statewide received almost $85 million in LIHEAP cash benefits. Those households received an average season benefit of $280. 116,639 households statewide received more than $50 million in LIHEAP crisis benefits, and these households received an average payment of $435. LIHEAP is here to help, so please, if you think you might be eligible, please reach out today. It is now my pleasure to turn things over to the Chair of the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission, Gladys Dutrell.
Good morning, everyone. I do want to thank Secretary Sneed, especially for inviting the Public Utility Commission to join her in this kickoff for LIHEAP. There's 2 points I want to make today as we discuss the opening of LIHEAP. We at the PUC strongly encourage families to explore all available options for the many households across the state. LIHEAP is a major part of that safety net that we like to emphasize. So please use the information that Secretary Sneed and the Department of Human Services are making available, which we will be posting on our website, and see that you qualify for this very important program. The second point I wanted to make is to make sure that you understand that LIHEAP is part of a very broad framework of assistance programs. Together, LIHEAP and various public utility required utility assistance programs, we like to call them CAP programs, they can help hundreds of Pennsylvania's households stay connected, stay safe, and stay warm. I want to stress this because many of those utility assistance programs can be worked in combination with or in addition to LIHEAP to help struggling families. One of the quickest and easiest ways to identify available options is through what we call utilities now. Whether your financial difficulties are related to the COVID pandemic, the ongoing state and national recovery, or other challenging circumstances, a direct conversation with their utilities is the best first step to address these problems. Utilities can help enroll consumers in assistance programs, discuss payment options to address overdue balances, and guide consumers to other available resources. Also, be sure to call all your utilities: electric, natural gas, wastewater, and telecommunications, because each may have different programs or resources that are available. As we continue to grapple with the health and financial impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, we know that there are households across the state facing the uncertainty and stress of worrying about their utility bills, including some who may have never experienced problems in the past. We urge everyone that is in this situation to pick up the phone and call your utilities now to learn about the options that are available. Don't wait for past due bills or termination notices before working to address these problems. And if you have a family member, a friend, or a neighbor which may be having these same difficulties, encourage them to do the same thing. So once again, I want to thank Secretary Sneed for inviting us here today for the kickoff of the LIHEAP program.
Thank you, Gladys, and thank you to the PUC for always being a partner with us on LIHEAP. Before we wrap up today, I just want to remind Pennsylvanians of one more resource that can help people pay for utilities. It's called the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, or ERAP, but it's actually a rental and utility assistance program. ERAP is available in each of Pennsylvania's 67 counties to help eligible tenants cover the cost of overdue or upcoming rental and utility payments. If you are responsible for paying rent or utilities on a residential property and one or more people within your household have experienced financial hardship during the COVID-19 pandemic that puts them at risk of homelessness or a utility shutoff, you could be eligible for ERAP. For more information, visit www.dhs.pa.gov/ERAP or ERAP. Programs like ERAP and LIHEAP are deliberately designed to help people dig out of what may be some very deep holes. They exist to help all of us in the moments we cannot plan for, like the loss of a job or a global health crisis. These programs are needed for many in the best of times, and they are critical in the worst. But again, please do not wait or delay. LIHEAP and ERAP are here to help, but they cannot do that unless you apply. Once again, individuals can learn more about these programs and apply at www.compass.state.pa.us or by calling 1-800-692-7462. Thank you, and I'm happy to take questions at this point.
So is this increase in funds coming at a timely period, considering natural gas prices are going up for a lot of homeowners?
Absolutely. I think it's really critical that the federal government has made enhanced resources available to states to be able to offset these deep financial holes that people might find themselves in. We know colder weather is coming, so we think the availability of these funds now is a critically important resource for people across Pennsylvania.
Maybe for PUC, what are we expecting to see in the coming months when we are seeing a low supply of natural gas? Could we see some prices going up locally?
At this point, we do not have that general information for you, but we will be tracking that. In terms of electricity, we will have a better indication in terms of any increase in their costs closer to December 1st is when they look at their price to compare and their changes there.
And then is, ERAP and LIHEAP, are those the best methods for assistance for people that are experiencing inflation really everywhere, but now here too?
Definitely ERAP, as well as other, as we discussed before, each of our utilities have a customer assistance program. They have different options for consumers to call. As I emphasized before, please call them now because you could be working out some type of payment plan or different options that they already have available to make sure that you can help work out your household budget.
All set? All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
It was.